Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at Long McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, where you can find all the news for the Bronco Sport here at Long McArthur. We're going to keep you updated on things going on, and we are continuing. We're working on the Bronco Sport. Been a little busy recently, but I wanted to end it with the Badlands edition, which we're going to talk about in this video here. And if you're not sure what's going on with the Bronco Sport, you can, of course, reserve those. The Bronco Sport right now, you can also then transition over to going ahead and ordering the Bronco Sport and having it delivered to your dealership by the end of this year. So really cool on how that's all going to work. And if you're needing a dealership that's passionate about the Bronco lineup, Bronco Sport lineup, you need a dealership, Long McArthur Ford can be your dealership. We are set up to take reservations and orders and being your delivering dealer. We do have free shipping that we're going to do. More information about that is going to be at the end of this video. If you're at any time ready to talk about and want to know more about that, I'll have a timestamp down below that has a free shipping link. So you can go there and that gives you that timestamp of where we talk about the free shipping information. So Long McArthur Ford is very dedicated to the Bronco lineup, Bronco Sport as well. And not all dealerships are out there are set up to take Bronco reservations like we are. So make sure you know that your local dealership can take the reservations and they can be a delivering dealership for you. They have to have set up ahead of time, and that all is happening online. You do not order that through a dealership. You order the Bronco and Bronco Sport on Ford's website yourself, picking your options, and then going ahead and completing that whole process on the website and delivering at a dealership. So if you want us to be your delivering dealership, go to our website, longmcarthur.com, click on the under the new tab, go down to the Bronco page there, click on that, and then you can see the dedicated link for the Bronco as well as Bronco Sport. We may be having a dedicated Bronco Sport page. When we do, you want to make sure you go to the Bronco Sport page instead of the main Bronco page, and we'll have that link on that page as well. So real easy to be able to do and make sure that Long McArthur is your delivering dealership. Now we are going to go through this because unlike the Bronco Sport, you can actually have the pricing and your configure already up on the website, on Ford's website. So you're going to go to Ford.com and click on the vehicles up there. Also highlighted already is the SUVs. Click on the 2021 Bronco Sport, and then you're going to see a page here like we're seeing where you can then go ahead and pick your trim. We've already talked about the base, the Big Bend, the Outer Banks. Now we're going to talk about Badlands. And over here, and that's that fourth one right there, you can initially click the View Details. And what we're gonna cover is going to be under these details here. So you can go down and you can see exterior, interior packages, power and handling. I break mine down a little bit differently. I've been doing walk-around videos for years for the different Ford vehicles, and so I have a kind of a process and a way that I like to organize all the facts and all the standard equipment. So we're going to go through it the way that I normally would do that in this video. So it may be a little differently there on that website there. Now if you exit that, you go down to Start Your Build. This information on the Start Your Build is where you can see what it's going to look like, see what the the Badlands Edition will be like when you change the colors, you change your interior and that kind of thing, as well as your optional equipment as well right there. But it doesn't go through the standard equipment like we are here. So we'll cover some of the standard equipment and go back and forth on this page so you can kind of see that. So first I want to talk about different colors that are available. More colors available in the Badlands than any other trims. Or models, what Ford likes to call them. So let's kind of go through and look at some of those so you can see how it'll change here on that image right there based on the different color we choose. So Shadow Black is going to be available. You'll see what that looks like there. Also you get Area 51 is another color. We did see that color in the Outer Banks, but that Area 51, probably one of my favorite colors on the Bronco, is kind of that nice grayish color there, a bluish tint to it. Then you can go to the next one, which is Alto Blue. Now this is an extra charge. It's $3.95 for this color, usually because it's kind of a tri-coat or several coats of paint that it takes, and that's why they charge you a little extra for it. You can see a nice dark blue color there for the Alto Blue. Kodiak Brown is another color. We've actually seen that on the F-150 and Super Duty in the past, so bringing that back for the Bronco and Bronco Sport. So Kodiak Brown looks really sharp. Next one is Iconic Silver. We've actually seen this as a color on many vehicles. Actually, one of the colors available in the base trim. There's only 4 colors on the base, and Iconic Silver is one of those. Then you got your Rapid Red, also a cost there because that one is like your tinted metallic color, so it's a deep, rich red there, so dark red color. Next color is the Cyber Orange. This one is a cost as well. It's a little extra than the others. A very popular color, as you can see what that's going to look like on that Bronco. So it is a nice dark yellow there, kind of an orangish color. So real cool color, but it does cost you extra for that color. Carbonized gray, also a color that's available on the base trim, I believe, that is carried over, so you can get a carbonized gray as well. Kind of that almost looks like leadfoot, that type of color there. You also have cactus gray, which is also another gray color. So several different grays. This one has a lighter, one of the lighter grays of all of them right here with this one here. As you can see, very popular color out there on the forums as well. And then you have your Oxford white, which is also available on all the trims, all the models as well, along with the black and the carbonized gray and iconic silver. So you can see what that looks like. You will see, we're going to talk more about the outside look here as we dive into it, but let's scroll down a little bit before we get too much into those different options and look at the interior color options. So as you can see here, you do have a ebony with Area 51 that's available as an interior color. You also do have the active orange ebony there. You can see it changes the accents around it to that orange around the doors, on the seats, gives you a different kind of color. The yellow, kind of the orangish stitching on the seats as well right there. Looks real sharp on the vehicle. And then you do have the third one there is an ebony with brown. And now if you notice when you click on that one, it does pop up and tell you you need to have the Badlands package. So that color is only available with your Badlands package, which we're going to talk about when we get to optional equipment. Unless you get the Badlands package, you have two different color options for your interior. But when we get to the Badlands, we'll talk about that other interior color option for you there. So we're going to scroll up now. Let's talk about, first of all, I'd like to talk about safety features. And if you've watched any of the other videos that we've done on the Bronco Sport, same safety features on the Badlands as we did see in all the others. So you could skip ahead if you want to. If you've watched those already, timestamps down below for all the different sections. Mechanical will be next after safety. So if you want to skip ahead, you can go to that section next. So let's talk about safety if you haven't watched those videos. Advanced Trek with Roll Stability Control is going to help you keep you on your intended path. Helps from the vehicle rolling over. Use a series of brakes around the vehicle, so if you go into that road a little too fast or if it's slick outside, it'll help you keep you on your intended path with that Advanced Track. Dual stage front airbag, so the driver and front passenger will have two different size airbags that will deploy. Depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. It deploys a different size airbag, so that way you're not injured in deploying that bigger airbag if you're close to the vehicle or close to the front to the dash there. You do have driver knee airbag, so that's going to deploy down underneath there, protect it from that steering column for the driver. You do have front side seat airbags as well. They're going to be positioned on the side of those seats so that in a side collision, it's going to protect the occupants and the front seats up there, deploying those bags from the side of those seats. You do have the safety canopy airbag that's going to come down with a rollover sensor, so if the vehicle's going to roll over, it'll deploy those, protect it from breaking glass and such from the side, and it should cover all clear across there for even those in the back seat too. You do have rear door child safety locks, so you're going to be able to protect those kids so that way they can't open those doors, so you can lock those doors out in the back. Also, you do have latch system, the rear and the lower anchors and tethers for children, where you securely fasten those seats down into the back of those seats and those outbound seats only, not the middle seat though. And it will come with SOS post-crash alert system to honk the horns and flash the lights if you're in an accident. It does come with Copilot 360 as standard equipment with 5 features, including auto high beams. So it'll come on automatically if it's dark outside and you need those high beams, they'll turn them on. If a car approaches you, if you're in the city lights, it's going to turn them off. That is a feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting settings screen. Bliss with cross traffic alert. The way Bliss works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror on that side and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. It'll actually blink too if you have your turn signal on. And then also as you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to use put a light in the mirror from the side they're coming from, puts a message in the instrument cluster and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. So love the cross traffic alert system of that Bliss. Great lifesaver there. You do have lane keeping system, which is going to include your lane keeping aid system or your alert system. So you have two different settings there. So if you are leaving your lane, you have it on the alert system. It's going to vibrate the steering wheel. or if you have it on the aid system, it'll help you keep you in your lane. So you might get close to those lines, and then it'll bring you back in and keep you in your lane. So, and what's great about that is that system can be used whether you have your cruise control set or not. Even without your cruise set, you be using a lane keeping system. Also get pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So if the car in front of you is going slower than you or even stopped and you're not paying attention, it's going to use a series of lights, or a light on the dash instrument cluster that lets you know that there's someone in front of you need to stop. And if you don't initiate your brake, it's going to use brake support to be able to do that automatic emergency braking to help lessen that severity of that accident. Also, rear view camera is part of the Copilot 360, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you with the backup camera on the dash. It does also come with post-collision braking, so it comes in real handy, especially if you're in an accident and maybe you're unconscious or something and you can't have your foot down. It's going to actually use post-collision braking so you don't keep wandering forward and hitting somebody again. So it's a real great safety feature. ePass, electronic power assist steering. So it comes in real handy. So it's electronically controlled instead of gas, so that way it's a little bit easier to use. And really, you'll notice that too sometimes when you're driving on the highway. It's not going to push you around so much, but it'll make it a little bit easier for you to turn the steering wheel in those parking lots and things like that. Four-wheel disc brakes with ABS, of course. Electric parking brake with auto hold. Auto hold means if you press the button, it's going to hold the brake, so you can take your foot off the brake and it will hold it there until you hit your gas. Can come in real handy if you're at a long stoplight or something like that. And the secure lock, passive anti-theft system as well with the perimeter alarm. So even if you have the windows rolled down, if you have the door locked and the keys are outside the door, if someone tries to reach their hands inside, it's going to notice that there's been a change in the interior of the vehicle, and it's going to go ahead and set that alarm off. So people will know that your vehicle is, someone's trying to get in your vehicle. So those are all the safety features. So a lot of great safety features go along with that are standard on all your Bronco Sports. Now let's talk about some of the mechanical features and something that's a little different on the Badlands and other versions, and that is you get the advanced 4x4 system with the Badlands edition. So advanced 4x4 gives you the auto 4x4 if you need it. Also, it's going to come with, we're going to get more into the terrain management system, but you're going to have a great four-wheel drive system that goes with this. I believe that's a 2-speed four-wheel drive system with an auto, a 4 high, and a 4 low there if you want to use those buttons. You will have an off-road suspension, so it's a different suspension than you see on any of the other trims. Badlands is really made to go off-road, so really nice off-road suspension that you're going to get with the Badlands edition you don't see on the others. Will come standard with a 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine with the auto start-stop. So this is the only place where you're seeing the 2.0 as an option. We didn't even see it as an option on the Outer Banks or the Big Bend or the base. 2.0 is the engine you're going to get with the Badlands edition. So a lot of performance out of that engine. It will come with an 8-speed automatic transmission as well. So great 8-speed transmission we're seeing in Escape, and is the same transmission we did see with the 1.5 liter as well and the other trims. Will come with select shift paddle shifters, so you can put it in that select shift or the sport mode, and then you can shift it up and down with the paddle shifters right there, which comes in real handy, especially if you're doing some off-roading. You want to be able to shift it that way. You can use the paddle shifters. It will have a twin clutch rear drive unit. Also come with active grille shutters that'll open and close when you need it. When you're going a little bit faster, it'll close them up, give you better aerodynamics, but open it up, allow for more airflow in when you're going slower. It does also come with hill start assist and the electronic traction control as well. And it will come with front and rear stabilizer bar. So just like we did see with the Bronco. And then of course it'll come with the terrain management system. So the terrain management system comes with more goat modes than any of the others, because now you have a rock crawl mode as well. So you're going to have your normal, eco, sport, slippery, sand, mud ruts, and rock crawl mode. So 7 different modes there. Goat modes. So go over any type terrain is what the goat modes stand for there. And then you're going to have a differential lock, as well as you're going to have the trail control as well as standard equipment for your Badlands edition. So trail control is like cruise control for the trail, so you can set that for anywhere from like 1 to 19, I believe, and it's going to keep that speed, and it's going to take care of everything you need to as you're going up those trails. So love all the mechanical features that are standard equipment here. And of course, Badlands Edition, it is a serious off-road machine. I'm sure you saw some clips there where they have tested this along with the Bronco and the two-door and four-door Broncos as well. And in every footage, it's the Badlands Edition they're using. So it has a serious off-road suspension with advanced 4x4, and it's going to have more goat modes with a rock crawl mode. It is really dedicated and made to be able to go off-roading. I think you're really going to like that. Let's talk about some of the exterior design now. We're going to use some of the clips here from Ford's website to show you this. So the Badlands Edition does have a unique carbon gray grille with the Bronco in the white. So you can see it does have a little bit different look to the grille. And according to the information I had from the order guide, it does say carbonite gray, but it looks like as you clip through those, that grille does not look like the grille on the Outer Banks or the Big Ben or any of those. It does look different, so that doesn't look like carbonized gray, but it is an upgraded, unique design grille for the Badlands Edition. We'll have LED headlights, LED signature lights, those lights that come through in the middle there that meet up with the grille, as well as LED fog lights down there too. So all LED on the front. We'll talk about the back in just a little bit. We'll have configurable daytime running lamps as well that you can have on, so real nice how that looks. You will see it has a front tow hooks up there, so just below there on the bottom part of that bumper, as well as it does have a metal bash plate up there too, so it will protect it. So it is really made to go off-roading with a bash plate on the front to help protect it up there. You will get a standard equipment, a front 180-degree camera with a split view and a washer up there, so you will be able to use that trail camera with the Badlands Edition. And then of course you will have some molded in black around the vehicle to help protect it from anything you might want to do. You're going to see in the lower part of the bumper as well as the lower rocker molding around the wheel lip moldings will be that molded in black material to really protect it and keep it more durable from rocks and that kind of stuff around the vehicle there. So looks real sharp. Now kind of moving around to the side, you can see it does have a black upper window molding on there, and with belt line molding as well. So pretty similar to what we've been seeing so far. It gives it that more of that floating roof look to it, down through the middle, giving you that black around those windows there. And then also your roof is a shadow black roof. So standard equipment will be the shadow black. We'll talk about option here in just a little bit for the roof, but shadow black will be standard equipment. You will have unique side rails on this, so they will look different than you would see in the Outer Banks. So they are an upgraded roof rack side rail. It will be black still, but it will be upgraded and have its own unique. They're calling it an off-road side rails, and we'll see when we get some different accessories how you can add to that as well. You will get intelligent access with keypad entry. So that means you can just walk up, put your hands in the door handle with the key fob in your pocket. It's going to unlock the vehicle, allow you to get inside. Even have keypad if you want to leave the keys inside. You can use the keypad to lock and get in and out the door that way. We'll have easy fuel capless filler door, just like all the other Bronco Sports that we'll have as well. You will have, for the wheels, let's talk about those. 17-inch carbonized gray painted alloy wheel. So a real sharp looking wheel there. So that's going to be the standard wheel with, you get a full-size spare and wheel and tire. It looks like actually all-terrain tires are going to be standard equipment there for you, so upgraded there. So you have a nice all-terrain tire to go along with it, nice wheel combination. 17 inch is an upgrade from, I believe, from the Outer Banks is 17 inch as well, but a little bit different design there for you. You will have tire pressure monitoring system on all five of the tires, your spare as well. We'll have the tire pressure monitoring system, and then let's talk about the mirrors here. You will have power heated side view mirrors with a black finish to those. So a little bit different finish on this. It's going to be black instead of the molded in black on the back. So you're going to have a nice black finish to that mirror. You will have privacy glass as well, and that's that dark tint. It's like tinted windows for those back windows as well as the back glass. You will see, as we move around to the back, LED tail lights. So all LEDs around the vehicle, headlights, fog lights, signature lighting, tail lights, all LEDs there. You will see molded in black on the back bumpers back here to really protect it from any kind of rock chips and such like that. You will have a manual lift gate with a flip up glass and rear wiper. So same design as we'd see on the Outer Banks. Inside the door jamb, you're going to have a bottle opener, which is kind of a cool little feature that they put in the hatch area, so you can open any bottles that you might have if you go camping, that kind of stuff. Also, you're going to have rubberized cargo flooring as well as the seat backs there. So the images I keep seeing on Ford's website actually have the liner in it, so we really haven't seen what it's going to look like underneath the cargo mat that's in there. So hopefully it's going to be similar to the texture, I assume, from the seat backs as well. You do have cargo tie-down carabiner hooks and loops in the back of the cargo, in the back cargo area, as well as you're going to see a 110 outlet. So you can see in some images there of both of those, and this vehicle will come standard with those as well. Now let's move inside. As we do, we're going to scroll down just a little bit and go into the interior. There are a couple different images there that we did see. We'll go ahead and make sure you're seeing the ebony with the Area 51 there with the blue accents around it. So inside, you're going to have rubberized flooring on the Badlands Edition. So this is where you can see some of that nice flooring, washed out type of interior here. Front and rear velour floor mats with the Bronco Sport. So front and rear mats now on the Badlands Edition. You will have sport contour front bucket seats with the console, I should say. And so you can kind of see how that looks there, front bucket seats with the console. And then you will have unique cloth seating with easy clean material standard equipment on the Badlands Edition. You will get power driver seat, an 8-way, and a 6-way manual seat for the passenger seat. So you will get a power driver seat here, heated seat as well for the driver and front passenger. And just to look to the second row seat, you're going to have a 60/40 fold flat seats with an armrest. You can kind of see that little loop at the top of the center seat there where you can flip that armrest down with 2 cup holders in there. You will have an under seat storage compartment on the passenger side. So you can actually kind of see the handle on the front of that. But here's an image too where you can see where they're using that, opening up, putting stuff underneath that seat to store things in there. You will have zipper pockets on the seat backs with the mole strap system, so you can put carabiner hooks on those as well to store things inside the vehicle, or in the back of the rear car, of the second row seat, I should say. You have a 110 outlet. It's going to be behind the console. You will also have power windows. For the front will be a one-touch up and down, and then power locks with auto lock and unlock as well on the vehicle. So you're going to have all that there. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, where it can go up and down, forward and back. So nice manual tilt and telescoping. You won't have the Bronco badging in the middle. Also, you're going to have audio controls as well as your cruise controls on the steering wheel. All those great features you expect, as you can see with that image there, which is the second image if you move the arrow to where you can see some of those features right there. You will get a 6.5-inch digital instrument panel. And that is what's inside the steering wheel. So if you look at that steering wheel and see that right there, that's a 6.5-inch digital instrument panel, which can give you all the information, settings, that kind of stuff, some of your modes for off-road and that kind of stuff. You're going to be able to control through there. You will have push-button start. I don't know if you can see that. There's an opening right below the screen. There's a push-button start, so you just push that. Since you have the key in your pocket, you don't have to get the key out. Just start it with that push-button start. You will have that rotary gear shift dial as well on the vehicle. Hard to see. I believe it's actually a little bit to the left of that in that image there. So you will have electronic auto climate control with rear ducts. So as you can see there, hopefully you get a good view of that. You have that electronic auto climate control. In fact, I think that's the images from because it looks like it's a dual zone there. So I think that's actually part of the Badlands package. We'll get into that in just a little bit. So you will have that electronic auto climate control. Day-night rear view mirror. As you can see, there's a little lever underneath that mirror. So you just flip it if the cars come up behind you with those bright lights at night, and that way you won't have to worry about those lights blinding you there. Audio system, standard equipment will be a 6-speaker AM/FM audio sound system with Sirius XM satellite radio as well. It's a Sync 3 system with the 8-inch touchscreen, 911 assist, as well as AppLink, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all those features there. You will get 2 sets of smart USB ports. They're going to have them in the media hub, which is down there right below your climate control. That's your media hub. So you're going to see a PowerPoint down there, as well as 2 USB ports, a USB Type A and Type C, as well as you're going to have 2 USB ports in the console as well. That's some other, I think on the Outer Banks it was optional equipment for that. It was part of a package that's going to be included in the console there with a USB Type A and C as well inside the console. And then you will have Ford Pass Connect at standard equipment too, where you can stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app, you can unlock your vehicle from anywhere, you can remote start your vehicle from anywhere, You can also schedule remote start times with the app, locate your vehicle, a lot of great features. That's where your rewards points are going to be as well, and totaled and tracked for you, so you can get free oil changes. When you buy your Bronco Sport, you're going to get enough rewards points for 2 free oil changes. So that's going to be paid for if you want, or if you want to use it for accessories, it can be used for that as well. It's your points to use, and as you service your vehicle at a Ford dealer, you earn more rewards points. So you want to make sure you have that set up so you can be earning those rewards points. Now let's talk about your options here. Now if we scroll down, this one's done a little bit differently than some of the others, but if you scroll down, you can get to where it has the equipment groups down below, and then you're going to see the different packages down there. So the first one we want to talk about is that Badlands package. It's a $25.95 package, and if you click a little I, you can get a little more information about that package. And we're going to go through this as you're kind of seeing on your screen there. This Badlands package is going to include it says 8-way power driver seat. The reason it's mentioning that again is because now you're getting leather. So you'll see it's an 8-way power driver seat that's leather, and you're going to get a 6-way power passenger seat that's leather as well. And then, of course, your manual headrest, adjustable headrest going up and down there. And you'll get auto-dimming rearview mirror, so you won't have to, that day-night mirror with that switch, you won't have to worry about that. It's automatically going to dim that rearview mirror when those cars come up behind you with those bright lights. B&O audio sound system, Bang & Olufsen, 10-speaker with subwoofer, great audio sound system, especially in the Bronco Sport. It's going to be just a great sound in it. The door handles on the outside will be body colored now. Once you select this, we're going to actually click Add, and then we're going to hit Yes there, because it does switch your interior. So now when you do that, you're going to get, we talked about leather, so we're going to close this out now that we've added that. And we're going to scroll up to that interior image now first, and you can see if we go to the different views, you see a little bit different look. So now you have that brown color that's given to you. So Badlands Edition, you're going to get leather with this color aspect. So if you don't like that color, you might want to think about that, but that's going to be what comes with the Badlands Edition, is going to be that leather interior here when you go to this package. But let's scroll on up, because you will see this in here. We left it on the Oxford white, has the body colored door handles now instead of those black. So we did see that. So it's going to change to those body colored door handles now with this package. So I'm going to go back into this so I can go through these details here. And then also you're going to get the dual zone auto climate control. As I mentioned earlier in that image, looked like it was showing you dual zone. It was showing that. So dual zone auto climate control, driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. HD radio to go along with your Bang & Olufsen sound system, so a little bit better quality radio system. You will have a power moonroof. You're actually seeing an image through the moonroof down to that in this this image right here with the package that's included there. So you'll have the power moonroof, remote start system, so you can use the remote start on the remote, so you don't have to use the app. App does take a little bit longer for it to load and then to go ahead and cycle through to remote start the vehicle. If you want to do it quicker, you're close enough proximity, you can use a remote start on the remote to remote start the vehicle. Reverse sensing system, so not only are you going to have the rear view camera so you can see behind you, but reverse sensing will alert you if you get closer to anybody as well. Steering wheel will be upgraded to a leather wrap heated steering wheel. This is going to come standard equipment there. With also, you're going to get the wireless charging pad, so that's going to be located in the media hub. I don't know if you can see it, it'll basically be the left half of that media hub. You'll just slide your phone in there and be able to put it on the wireless charging pad. I think I have an image for you to see on that feature as well. So real nice Badlands package, $25.95. Seems like a pretty high cost there at $25.95. But when you think about it, moonroof is usually about $1,000 from Ford. Audio sound system is pretty close to about $800. When you figure that, leather, you're figuring about $15. I think it's a good value package there. So at $25.95, you're getting leather, you're getting moonroof, you're getting B&O audio sound system, plus all those wireless charging pad, the body color door handles on the outside as well, like you would see on the Outer Banks. So real nice and how that's upgraded. Another package you can get is your Class 2 trailer tow package. It's $395 for that package. It gives you the hitch on the back and the wiring, trailer sway control as well with that. So real nice in how you get upgraded with all those features as part of that. Then you also have the Copilot 360 Assist 2.0. That's $795 for that. If you click the view details, you can see what all is included. This is going to give you the intelligent adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, and speed sign recognition. This is a great system here. So adaptive cruise means if you have that set on the intelligent adaptive cruise control, if you come up behind someone, it's going to slow you down to go their speed until they speed back up. Or if you pass them, and you'll just resume back to your speed there. Also comes to complete stop. So if you're in that rush hour traffic, it will come to complete stop as well. You don't have to hit your brake. It'll go the speed the person in front of you. When they start going, you're going to start speeding up as well. Now lane centering works with your cruise control, with your adaptive cruise, so you'll need to have your cruise on, so it's a little bit different than the lane keeping system. Lane centering will help keep you in the center of your lane. The reason it's very valuable with the adaptive cruise is when you're going faster on the highway, it comes real in handy to keep you in the center of your lane instead of waiting for that lane keeping system when it gets to those lines before you come back. Sometimes that's not always quick enough. And then speed sign recognition means that it will actually recognize the speed sign like you're seeing in this image, and then it'll adjust. So if you have it set for a +5, let's say you like to go 5 over the speed limit and you do 65, or let's say the speed was 75 and you're going 80, and then the speed sign changes to 65 zone and you're not paying attention, it'll slow your vehicle down to 70. So love how that's worked. We did see it first introduced into the Explorer for the 2020 model year. Now available as part of this package on your Bronco Sport Badlands Edition. Evasive steering assist is also going to come along with this, and what that means is it's going to, if you can't avoid that accident, you're going to hit that vehicle and you want to avoid them, you can turn your steering wheel. It'll help make it easier to turn the steering wheel to avoid that accident. That is a feature you can activate and deactivate, by the way. We've noticed that on the Explorer when it first came out. Also, you're going to get the voice-activated navigation system with the touchscreen on the touchscreen there. Pinch and zoom capabilities come with the Sirius XM traffic and travel link as well for 5 years. Excluding, of course, not in Alaska and Hawaii, but so that's a great package. Intelligent access, speed sign recognition, lane centering, and your navigation. Navigation alone is $7.95, so you're really getting the adaptive cruise for free there, in my opinion. It's a great value-added package. I would probably really consider that if you're on the fence with that. That's a great package there. So we've covered all the packages. Now we're going to cover some of the standalone options. So if you scroll back up to the exterior, again on the vehicle, we'll go through these with the exterior features first. So you do have some features here. Some of these are accessories, so I have it broken down in here with factory options and what are accessories, and they kind of blend them all together on the website here. So you do have as an option to get the 17-inch, if we scroll back up to the wheels, you can get a 17-inch carbonized gray painted low gloss alloy wheel. So this wheel here, it looks almost like a steel wheel. It is an alloy wheel, but when you click on that, it will change the look on the vehicle to show you that. So somebody really like that wheel. A lot of people want the tires that come along with that wheel, which is the Falken tires, the Wild Peak tire. It's a nice off-road tire, which is an extra cost of $4.95 as well. If you do get that wheel, you're required to get that Falken tire. But I did notice if you leave it over to the factory wheel, it kicks over that tire to the left, you'll notice. But if you then click on the right to that Falken tire, the off-road tire, you can get that tire with the factory wheel. So something to think about. I'm assuming that's the way you're going to be able to order it. Just making sure it confirms that here. But you can see there that you can then, with the factory wheel, get the off-road tire. You do not have to get the other wheel combination to get that off-road Falken tire. So keep that in mind. The tire is $4.95, whereas the wheel is $7.95 if you want those two, though. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other features here. You do have engine block heater is $100. So if you live in a cold weather state, you want that engine block heater and plug-in in the front, then you can add that to the vehicle for $100 there. You do have, as you notice, a carbonized gray roof. So if we choose that, it's a no-cost option. But if you do choose that, I'll go ahead and change that roof color there. Then you're going to get, instead of the shadow black painted, you're going to get the carbonized gray, they're called carbonized gray in here on the website. It's called gray. As you can see, it's going to be a gray roof instead. So we haven't had that option. Outer Banks, I believe, had a black roof, but not a carbonized, but not the gray roof. So that is an option dedicated to the Badlands now here. You can also see that you do get the, looks like we'll move to accessories. We'll talk about that in just a second. You will get front license plate bracket as well on the vehicle. That's a no-charge option. They'll throw the front license plate bracket on there. If you live in a state that requires a front tag, it will be standard equipment on your vehicle. But in states like Kansas, where it's optional, then you'll have to pay for that. Well, you have to go ahead and order it as an optional equipment. No charge option, dealership will put it on for you free of charge. Also, another factory option is the cargo management system. So I think that's down here with the interior. So we'll go on down here. Cargo management system is going to give you that shelf divider and what they're calling a table. It's $110 for that option. And as you can see there, if you click on that little eye, you can see that image there, so what that looks like. So real nice, that can go up and down. It has little arms that come out so you can set up. So real nice organizer there for you as part of the cargo management system. So that's something, that's a factory option. We put in the vehicle by the dealership, so you might want to order it that way. It's not going to be, it looks like you probably could get it as an accessory if you want. I'm assuming down the road if you want to, but they're saying it's a factory installed option, has to be ordered when you order your Bronco Sport. Let's talk about some accessories. Most of those are here on the interior. One of them are the floor mats. So front and rear, all-weather mats. Looks like they're $200 here. And then they'll have the Bronco Sport name on them and make it a little bit easier for you to kind of spray those out. You will get the rubberized flooring, but if you want the all-weather mats to put in there, you can just pull those all-weather mats. You won't have to wash it out that way. So that's something you can do. Also, you can get the cargo mat. So the cargo mat are the images that we actually saw earlier of the rear cargo area. And what that looks like. So it does have the, of course, seat backs, but you will have that tray. Benefit of that, you will have rubberized cargo area back there, but if you don't want to have to like spray it out or clean it out, you can just take that tray, that cargo mat, you can just take that out instead. So $130 if you wanted to go with that option to put on the vehicle. And late availability is going to be your, scroll back up here, the exterior is going to be your splash guards. So splash guards, you can see an image there, front and rear, $220 for that. So you can get those splash guards. Not saying late availability here, but on the order guide it was saying that there would be not be available at the beginning. But so we'll see if those will be on there when you go to order your Bronco there. And then another dealer installed option that you might think about are the roof rail crossbars, or what they're calling the off-road edition ones. It is going to be, it's not showing a price on here, but I mean, we have it down as $340 for the crossbars. So you put those on your vehicle and they're going to go side across there, and as you can see now that image changed there. So a little bit different than what you see on some of the other ones. There's what they call an on-road crossbars and an off-road, and so this one is more of an off-road. It sticks up a little bit taller than the other one. So real nice. If you want to get any kind of rack, you probably have to get those crossbars put on your vehicle and order them to get any kind of aftermarket rack that would attach to those crossbars. So something to think about. Should be able to be available through your accessories or parts department after you get your Bronco Sport if you want to, along with a bunch of other accessories. But Bronco Sport Badlands Edition, it's going to be a really nice addition. If you're really wanting this to be your everyday driver, but you also want to do some off-roading as well and take on those trails and that kind of thing, Badlands Edition is the way you want to go. You're going to get your off-road suspension, you're going to get your 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine as well, of course a 4x4 system, extra GOAT modes as well, trail control, so all those features as part of the Badlands Edition. So this is where I think we're going to see a lot of people land in wanting that Badlands Edition on these, so real cool Badlands Edition. So hopefully you really enjoyed this. Now don't forget on any of these, actually we picked a couple of these options here, and if you scroll down you can kind of see what that does. If you keep scrolling, we never really got to that part, but if you scroll underneath your packages you can see accessories down there, some other accessories that they mentioned, but then you can see the summary of what you clicked on. So all the different options you added to the vehicle are going to be totaled there. Exterior, interior options we added, of course any packages that were added, we added that Badlands package. So then you can see the summary breakdown of that, and then it's giving you a monthly payment, and that is based on, it says right under there, so that is actually a lease payment. It's saying it here that it's based on $37.25 down payment, 36 months, that kind of thing, and so you're seeing that. But if you click on that calculator, it will actually take you over where you can configure and mess with it yourself. So you can figure in, take out the down payment if you want to, add your trade-in. Your net trade-in would be after anything you owe on the vehicle. So if you talk to your dealership and they think your vehicle's worth 10 and you owe 8, then you got a net of 2,000 there that's going to be deducted from the price of the vehicle. and then you can switch it from a lease to a finance deal if you want to do that instead. Pick your term. I want to go 60 months, whatever. You can see that rate change based on what term you pick. You can enter your own. So if you've already talked to a local bank and you know what it's going to be, you can put that rate in there for whatever term, and it's going to show you what that payment's going to look like for you in that breakdown down there. And then at any time as well, you can see right above that summary, if you go back, is a reserve button. So at that point you can then click reserve and reserve your Bronco Sport as well if you haven't already done that. Now you should, if you've already reserved it, and you should have already been contacted by Ford to switch that reservation over to an order. At that point you would order it from their website and go ahead and pick all your options you want to, colors, interior colors, all those great features that you want on your Bronco, and then it will go to the dealership. So you don't have to worry about payments and everything right now. That really all happens when the vehicle finally, when it gets here from the factory. Then you would work with your local dealer to take care of financing, trade, and all those kind of things after you get your vehicle. Now here at Long McArthur, we are doing a no ADM dealer, so that means we're not going to mark up the vehicle over MSRP. We are doing free shipping, and the way free shipping works is within the 48 states. So we do, if you're from Alaska or Hawaii, we've had some people contact us from those states as well. We will cover part of the shipping, so we'll cover up to $1,000 of the shipping, and we do ask you finance the vehicle with us. So we're very transparent about that. We know how that works. You know, we are trying to save you from having to worry about any shipping costs, so we can deliver it to you if you finance with us. Most people do finance. If you don't finance with us, then we can figure out what shipping would cost, and we would need to add that to the vehicle price. But again, like I said, we're very transparent about it here. We're not trying to hide anything. It is a cost. We have a lender. We give this to Ford. They do give us a kickback that will cover most of the cost of the shipping. It won't cover all the costs. Really depends on how much you put down and how much the vehicle is going to cost. But enough that we can take care of you and pay for that shipping that way. So so reach out to us if you don't have a dealership that is dedicated as we are to the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Check us out. Go to our website again. Pick us as that dedicated URL there on our Bronco page, and then go ahead and reserve your Bronco with us. We are giving out free jackets as well. So once you do that reservation, we'll send you an email requesting your size for your jacket, and we'll get that jacket sent out to you. It's just a fun little gift to say thank you and how much we appreciate you trusting us to do your Bronco and Bronco Sport deliveries for you. So really hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you haven't had a chance yet, hit the red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you hit that notification bell, you'll also get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. We do a lot of complete guide walk around videos on our vehicles here. We do some specialty videos and cool off-road different trucks, as well as Mustangs. We're a Roush dealer, Salina dealer, and we do custom builds like our Lightning trucks, our Lightning Bolt, as well as some other custom trucks. And we can even do a custom truck, a one-of-a-kind truck like we did with my truck for you as well. So check out some of the things that we have on our YouTube channel there. Don't forget to smash the like button, leave your comments down below, and share this video out to your friends and colleagues as well if you think they're into the Bronco Sport and maybe want this information out for them too. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you really enjoyed it. Hope you're getting a Bronco or Bronco Sport as well. If you are, let us know in the comments down below too. So until the next video, we'll see you later.